So this video is being made purely based on vulnerability, and it might just more so be for me. But if you don't know, I used to be very heavy. I used to be fat, more obese, as I would call it, the morbidly variety. I used to be around 335, 337 pounds. I don't think I quite reached 340. I was very close. I was very close before I, got in gear. But so I've been on a long journey this year and a half of cutting all of this weight down to get to a point to where I start to, enjoy the person that I see in the mirror again. And as somebody who struggles a lot with, body dysmorphia, it's an uphill battle. Now, it's a day-to-day fight. It's something that I've been noticing. It's never really over in my eyes. And there's some days where I look and I'm like, yeah, I see the progress, and that tends to bleed into, oh, well, this looks weird. This isn't developed as other parts of my body, like my chest. Well, I don't have a crazy chest build, as opposed to comparing it to my back or my arms, or my waist is a little. There's a lot of skin on my waist, and there's still a lot of fat in the area. And, it's all these little things in my head. I get very nitpicky with it, so it's a day-to-day type of thing, and it's a fight, regardless. But the important thing is that that's not deterring me from continuing. And it sure as shit didn't deter me from starting, right? And I know what you're probably wondering and asking yourself is what prompted this video and what prompted this recording. And simply put, if you're in the position that I was in at 335, and disgusted with yourself, all the clothes you used to wear don't fit anymore because you're too big for them, or even that your stomach is too big for them, you're worried about, did I pass my prime? Is this how I'm going to be for the rest of my life? Yada yada. And I can go ahead and tell you that it's not. It's not the end of the road. There's circumstances differ. I had certain motivations for doing this. I have a 3-year-old daughter, about to be 4, and I thought to myself, well, chasing after her is a lot, and I'm going to have to do that for a lot of years after this, so I might as well, be in shape while I do it. And I want to stick around as long as I can for my family, right? So I would watch a lot of fitness videos, mostly Sam Sulik. I would watch a lot of Sam Sulik, and just for the motivation aspect, and to get in depth on the workouts that he was doing, and while maybe not be like the most optimal, but they worked for him. I think it was just more so the drive that he had, the sheer tenacity to be bigger and better, and look better and feel better. And I was watching them even working out, as if I was gearing myself, once I want my plan laid out, so that way when I get in the gym, I'm locked, right? Like, Like I won't have any questions. I'll be able to do everything myself, and start working. And when I started, I'm pretty sure I did well at the time. For not having been in the gym for years and not thinking about the most optimal ways to do things or the right ways to even do them. And the hardest part was getting there. You know, the hardest part for me was day one. You know, I was worried that, oh God, everybody's gonna look at me and they're all gonna look at how horrible I look and how bad my form is, just how disgusting of a human being I am, this fat slob. And I'll tell you now, if that's something that you're worried about, like if you're like-minded as I was, nobody nobody gives a shit. No one cares. I go to the gym now and I'm doing my thing to do my thing and then to leave. Simple. I'm there to get my workout in and to go home to my family. And usually I'll work out in the morning, so I go home and I start my day. I'm not there to, you know, look at what other people are doing and be like, this guy, hey, he doesn't know what he's doing. He's an idiot or whatever. I'm like, no. And if there are people that are like that, or if you were like that in the gym, you're a piece of shit. And you should probably just make a home gym and work out from home, because that's the end of the line for you, buddy. But no, I'm making the video because I want other people to succeed, and I want other people to know that um, it's possible. It's doable. Everything is doable. There's no limitations. There might be medical reasons or what have you that you can't possibly do certain things, but there's no reason that you should give up in general and in total. There's always work that can be done, right? I want people to know that there's no end of the road. Like there's no point of no return. Those are all like that's just about what you do for yourself. Like the only point of no return that you have is the limitation that you put on yourself to not do these things. Now, if you needed any more motivation to, start this kind of thing and do it, let's rock. Start now. I want to post more stuff like this because, I'm getting up there in age. I'm 29 now. I've achieved unk status, as they say, and there's limitations to certain things in regards to age. You know, I'm not going to be young forever, and one day I'm going to look back and think about all the good that I did or didn't do, and wonder if there was something more that could be done. It could have been done for other people, not so much for myself. Like I'm not making this video so I go get a million subscribers or anything and to um, you know make a bunch of money. I'm making this video because I wish that, and I found solace in people like Sam Sulik and these Chris Bumstead and these influencers and bodybuilders that told me that, or that just flat out said that you can do it and just you know grit your teeth and start it. And I want to be a person that is able to tell people that they can do it, and they can live the lives that they want to live. So that's the main reason why I did this. So if this ever comes out, great. I hope you join me on this journey, whatever journey this may be. This isn't all that I do, though. I do other stuff. I play video games and I stream and I dabble in music, and I'm a father. I have a family, and I have advice all around the board, really, for stuff. So just if you want to stick with it and stick with me, stick with me.